So whenever you are being made to enter this place, you had no chances of staying alive.
Yes.
Only your dead body was being brought out.
Wow. Yeah.
No one survived here.
You need to clean it.
We're at the palace. What's the palace called?
It's Lubidi Mengo.
Luidi Mengo.
Kabaka's Palace, Lubidi Mengo.
Okay, how much is this? We said, what did we say, 8?
You're recording?
I'm recording right now.
Okay. I think you come and show them.
Okay.
So that is the King's Mile.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So he goes all the way up.
Yeah. That's the King's Mile. It's one of the most beautiful roads in Uganda.
Yes.
When the king is going for official duties in his office, he doesn't take turns. We are going to be covering that road. And actually that road has all the clans of Buganda, the sculptures representing the clans of Buganda. We are going to be discovering them. But before that, we are going to the palace. And you can show them around the garden. People usually come here and chill, show them around the gardens for them to see. Over the weekend, people come and sit here. It's free park, let me say. Especially when you come here over the weekend, you'll find a lot of Somalis, Eritreans, our brothers from the north of Africa. We have many of them in this area. Let's go inside and see the palace.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do we need to do at the office? Oh, for the receipt.
We have payments.
Oh, how much does it cost?
35.
35.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh. Is that for Is that the tourist price or everybody price?
Tourist price.
Oh, that's the tourist price. How much does he pay?
He's a Ugandan. He pays 10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get the tourist price. Then.
Yeah.
All right. Contributing to the economy. Hello. Okay, so we're going to see the palace first, and then we're going to see the Idi Amin torture chambers, where unfortunately he tortured a lot of people. Are you touring us around?
Yeah.
Cool. What's your name?
My name is Bugembe Michael.
PMB Michael.
Yeah, Bugembe.
Bugembe Michael. Okay,
yeah,
that's.
Bugembe is the name for a clan called
right.
Buffalo clan. You know,
the
in
Buffalo
Uganda,
clan.
We do have a clan system.
Yes.
As above governance in Uganda.
Okay.
So right now, you are most welcome once again.
Thank you.
So I'll be guiding you in the palace. This is the great palace in Buganda Kingdom. You know, in Buganda, we are rich in history and cultures, as well as the norms. So this is the main palace. The size of it is 264 acres. That is the total size of the palace. The perimeter fence, it covers 6.5 kilometers.
And which is the perimeter fence? This or this?
The other one.
That one. Okay.
The one I showed you as
Yes.
they are coming around.
Yes.
That makes it to be a ring palace, like a ring palace.
Yes.
So in this palace, I'll be talking about King Daniel Mwanga Basamulekere. I will talk about King Daudi Chwa. I will talk about King Mutesa II, Luangula, or the one who was the first ceremonial president of the Republic of Uganda.
Okay.
Then finally, I will talk about 2 political personalities, that is Idi Amin Dada and Obote.
Okay.
Yeah. Before that, I will talk about this straight road here that you see.
Okay.
This is called the One Royal Mile. So we start counting the One Royal Mile just at the doorstep that's inside there. I see from those steps up to the palace. In the palace, there also the other parliament. There are also some ladders or the steps. That's where the mile ends. But along this road, we do have sculptures of different clan systems and even trees. The trees, how we call them, Kabaka and Jagala, which means the king loves me. That's how they used to call them. So along this mile again, you see that we are having 2 roundabouts. So this is the first roundabout. You're seeing with the 4 stones here. The 4 stones that you see in the mid are only removed when the king is passing or entering. So he's the only person allowed to pass through. That's roundabout. So the second roundabout, I don't know whether you can observe it critically. There are drum-like structures on the side.
Yes.
So again, in the middle of it, there's gates that are normally opened for the king to move. So he has to move straight up to the parliament.
Okay.
So it was depicted from Scotland.
Oh yeah?
Scotland, Northern Ireland. So the building is called Stormont. Stormont
Oh,
building.
Stormont,
The
yeah,
Stormont
yeah.
building.
And that's the Parliament in Northern Ireland.
Good.
Yes.
The way that Royal Mile and also the way how they construct the Parliament, the other side, it's the same way.
It looks like it. Now I think about
Comes
it.
from Scotland.
I come.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
Scotland.
So you're now at home. Just feel at home.
Well, this is
Free and free, yeah. That's the Parliament, that
this
side.
is so Northern Ireland's very different from Scotland.
Yeah.
But now I look at that building,
Uh-huh.
it does look like Stormont. Wow. Okay. Cool. I feel like I'm at home.
Yes.
Feel free at home. So you're seeing before we enter into the royal place, we see that we do have a cultural fence. Those are the reeds
Yes.
that long ago our ancestors used to use while constructing houses. The huts.
Yes.
So they used to make it like to pile them the way they piled. Then they used to smear the mud on them so that they can come up with a structure for
Yes.
the hut.
Yes.
Whereby long ago they never used the ACs because the soil could regulate the heat inside and also in that way it's like it was their local ACs. But for now we do have these mechanical ACs for now.
Ah.
So at the entrance we are seeing some lion-like sculptures. You know, in Buganda the king has many names. Our king.
Yes.
He has many names. Sometimes being called Musota, which means a snake. And Pologoma, as you can see, and Pologoma is a lion.
Ah. Polo.
Whenever in the jungle laws, all the animals have to bow down as a sign of respect, which
Yes.
means whenever he says something, we have to respect it.
Okay.
That's the main reason as why I guess at the entrance of the palace.
Is the king in town at the moment?
Right now, the king is not inside here, and he doesn't sleep here.
Ah.
You may ask, why doesn't he sleep here?
Why doesn't he sleep here?
Good. You see that in this palace is full of history. In 1966, we see that we really happened a crisis that was against a political leader, a personality, that is Obote, Idi Amin, against Protestant II,
Ah.
due to a political misunderstanding that they had before.
Yes.
Yeah, that political misunderstanding really made our king to disappear. You know, in Uganda, the kings don't die. I will never say my king has died.
Oh.
Because whenever someone dies, he goes forever.
Yes.
But whenever my king disappears, I am having that hope of coming back.
Ah.
I will
Yes.
never say my king has died.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we do it in Uganda.
I see.
Yeah. So you see that whenever a place like this place, during the crisis in 1966, many people lost their lives.
Yes.
And you know, a king has to be in a place which is too fresh and not too scary. Okay? So that's why he normally comes here to attend to chiefs, the cultural leaders, to the clan leaders, and also to the prime minister. He normally uses this house as his main office.
Ah.
Afterwards, then he's being driven to another palace that is in Chireka,
Okay.
where he sleeps. It's out of bounds to tourists.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but this one it's free. You can tour and see.
Okay.
But
Can we go
entering
inside?
it's not allowed.
Can't go inside.
We do to the king's property inside and the privacy of the king also.
I see. I see.
Yeah, but we can just go close to it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So this house was constructed in the reign of King Daniel Mwanga Basamulekere. You may see it like you can say that. Oh, was it just constructed recently or?
Yes. How old is this one?
It is this building is 120 years.
Ah. It's very.
20 years. Just try to renovate it. We renovate so that we can just
Keep it good. Keep it nice.
of course the way how it looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
120 years. Okay.
120 years. So King Daniel Mwanga, we are going to talk a brief history about him. King Daniel Mwanga was the 31st king of Buganda Kingdom. We see that on his reign, we see that he was too harsh to the missionaries.
Oh.
Because before Mwanga there was Mutesa I, the one who welcomed the whites, the one who wrote a letter to the Queen of England requesting the Queen to send us those people who can at least teach us how to read and write.
Ah.
Yeah.
So.
Afterwards, we see that the whites were being sent to us. When they came in, we see that they spread the word of God and also they decided to divide Catholics and Christians.
Mm.
Also the Arabs came in. The Arabs were the first. Then the whites came in also. We see that in the palace, some people started to disobey the king's orders
Mm.
due to faith. Whenever someone becomes staunched, he or she starts not to respect some things or culture practices being done in the palace.
Yes.
So that's why you see that in Namugongo Mata Shrine, that side, we normally remember every 3rd June, we never remember those people.
Yes.
Because they were being killed in the reign of King Daniel Mwanga.
Okay.
Mainly. There is a prayer in the Bible. It says, the Lord's Prayer. Let your kingdom come, that is that article.
Yes.
The king thought maybe they're calling for another kingdom to come and dominate his kingdom.
Ah.
So he was wise, he was like, for me, I'm the only king here. And I'll never invite any other kingdom to come and conquer my kingdom.
I see.
So you guys have to perish out.
Yes.
So he had to kill them in that way.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So we
Civil
see that-
war.
Yeah. So King Daniel Mwanga, when he disappeared, he was being inhabited by King Daudi Chwa. King Daudi Chwa, we see that he was the most loved king by women.
Oh,
Do you know why?
yeah.
You see that the moment when the King Daudi Chwa came into power, that's when we see that even women started to eat the chicken.
Really?
Yes, before they never used to show
So he made them love the chicken,
He made them eat.
eat it, and
Yeah,
enjoy
because
eating.
They were prohibited
eating
long ago. They were prohibited.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Knowing
was
that
only for men.
since women
Yes.
Interesting.
give birth,
Yes.
even a hen does it.
Yes.
Okay, it's like a woman eating a fellow woman. So they were prohibited from eating.
Oh.
So when King Daudi Chwa had a tour to England, he observed those people that from that side eating it.
Ah.
Even him before, he never knew that whenever a woman can eat, the woman can die. At that exact
That's what he thought.
yeah, that's what he
Oh, but then he
But
saw
after
the
seeing
women.
those white women that side eating it and consuming it seriously,
Yes.
was like, these people are not dying. Is it a magic behind?
Oh.
Is there a magic behind? So he had to introduce it also.
So the women loved him because they were allowed to eat chicken.
Good. When the king came back, he introduced many cultures here.
Yes.
So whenever he said, now the ladies are allowed now to eat the chicken and eggs. Do you know what the women did to men? They suspended the men from eating the chicken and eggs for 1 month. Since they used to eat it a long time.
Yeah.
So another culture that he introduced that was football.
Oh.
Yeah, football.
Yes.
So, and he also is recognized to be the first football president of the Republic of Uganda.
Mm.
And lastly, that was the girl child education that he introduced in Uganda
Ah.
and in Buganda. Because we see that long ago girls were prohibited from going to schools.
Okay.
Since they saw that it is just a matter of wasting time.
Right.
Even though girl goes to school, her end result will be in the kitchen, preparing food for the husband.
Mm.
So they were like, there's
So-
no wasting time.
So there were some good things that came,
Yeah, of course.
like
So that,
football, chicken, eating
football,
chicken.
even
education.
the girl child education. That's why you see that there were introduction of the girls' schools,
Okay.
Namagunga schools. Even you see that the people who really,
sex school,
Yes.
Namagunga girls.
Oh yeah.
the people who really benefited during that time. You see that there is the Rebecca Kadaga, the former parliament speaker.
Okay.
Parliament.
Yeah, those are the people who really benefited at first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So after the King Daudi Chwa disappearing, you see that he was being inherited by Mutesa II.
Mutesa
King
the second.
Mutesa II.
Okay.
King Mutesa II, we see that he became a king. At the same time, he was gifted the talent of leadership. That's when you see that he went to England and he trained in a royal army.
Okay.
So he attained a rank of a brigadier.
Mm.
So that's when he came back. He came back in a crisis whereby all the kingdoms in Uganda, they were looking for someone to lead them all. So they saw that Mutesa II was the capable one, since he had knowledge on the army weapons
Mm.
that had already been introduced in Uganda.
Yes.
That's why he was being sworn in as the first ceremonial president, at the same time a king, of the Republic of Uganda.
Mm.
So he had two privileges at the same time.
Yes.
A
Yes.
king
And the
and a
leader.
president. That's why he used to drive expensive cars.
Uh-huh.
The Rolls Royce,
Yes.
the Daimler, the Cadillac, the Bentley. So those are expensive cars that he used to drive.
Huh.
So you can take pictures.
Cool.
Then we head somewhere else.
The reason that's why I'm not recording, because this video is about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to record the palace. It's about you because I'm taking you around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first stop on Lawrence and I's tour today.
Yes.
We're at the palace, being shown around, which is great. And then we're going to go to the torture chambers. Is that where we're going now?
Right now, I'm going to show you a gun,
Ah.
a gift that was being awarded to Idi Amin from his friend Gaddafi of Libya.
Oh.
The moment when Idi Amin Dada had betrayed his friend Obote, while Obote had been called for a Commonwealth meeting in Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is the gun they used.
This gun here that we're seeing that side, we see that those are some of the guns that Idi Amin Dada received from his friend, that is Gaddafi of Libya, after receiving news that his friend Gaddafi, Idi Amin Dada is now the president of Uganda.
Wow.
So he had to award him gifts.
So it
But in
was
terms
kind
of
of a
guns.
congratulation gift.
Yes, there were many, and this really forced him to construct or to call the Israelites
Yes.
to come in and construct for him something great where he can keep his gifts safely.
Yes.
That is the armory.
Yes.
But for now, you know, it has a torture chamber.
Hmm.
But before, it was an armory.
Oh, so that's
mainly to keep these ones.
okay.
Is this still functioning?
Of course, it's just a machine.
It's
You
still
just remove
functioning.
a part, a mechanical part, then after inserting it, it can work.
Yes.
This is a machine.
So how many did they give?
It's not estimated, but there were many, because according to the army, the armory, there
Yes.
are 5 cells,
Okay.
there are 5 chambers, which meant there were many.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So why did he construct the torture chambers in the palace?
Good. I was talking about Mutesa II, where we were on the side. So after becoming the president and at the same time a king, he used to live a luxurious life. So they had a political misunderstanding with Obote. Obote by then was the prime minister of the Republic of Uganda, while Mutesa II was the president of Uganda. So having that political misunderstanding, Obote saw that there is no way how they can come together with the president. So that's why he started to sideline with Idi Amin Dada while he was in the army. Idi Amin Dada professionally was a chef.
Chef.
Although he was forced to go to the army to train. He was a chef.
Ah.
So being a chef and being the army commander, that really gave him a great chance of becoming the president.
Oh, did you say chef or chief?
Chef?
Chef, like food.
Chef.
Yes.
Ah.
He used to prepare the
Actually,
dishes and test
talking
meals.
about Idi Amin, there is some war which Idi Amin led in Kenya,
Oh.
the rebellion.
Yeah.
Is it the Mau Mau
Mau Mau.
rebellion? Yeah.
Mau Mau.
He was taken to Kenya to fight the Mau Mau,
Ah.
those people who were rebelling against the British.
Ah.
Yeah, so he led that army
Right.
and conquered.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you used
And
to
the-
call him
and-
the British conqueror.
And
Yeah.
right.
The last king of
The last king of
Scotland.
Scotland.
I heard that he was sending love letters to the Queen, asking her to marry her, to the Queen of England, because he wanted to become the actual King of Scotland.
Idi Amin Dada, he was too provocative, I can say.
Yes.
He was too provocative.
I heard I also,
But
when you
is
say
it
chef.
true about the letters?
Of course. When you read Idi Amin Dada's history, you can laugh.
He's also, did he not eat humans? Is
Human
that-
flesh?
Yeah.
Human flesh, it is just alleged.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was wondering because when you said he was a chef, I thought that might be one of his
He
ingredients.
used to cook for the army.
Yes, he
Yeah.
used to cook for
Ah.
the army
Yeah.
and the same during his free time.
Okay.
So he used to cook for the army, but again he saw that also he had the possibility of leading.
Yes.
So he had a dream
Yes. Yes.
of maybe becoming a president. So that's why he was forcefully engaged
Okay. Okay.
in the army to train seriously.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
come
why
this
now
side.
they are-
And while in the army, he gained favor from the British.
Yes.
Yeah, he gained a lot of
So they
favor
helped.
and-
They helped him when he first came to
Favor,
power.
and that's why he was highly ranked on speed
Yes.
quickly.
Ah.
He was a very ambitious man.
Of course.
But then they turned against him.
Yes. So Obote and Idi Amin Dada, they go together, then they had to attack this place. So when they attacked this place in 1966, you see that our king by then, who was Mutesa II,
Mutesa.
managed to escape that coup.
Uh-huh.
I call it a coup
Uh-huh.
because it was
Mil-
organized.
And it was military.
Yeah, militarily. So we see that after conquering this place, that's why we say that Obote vandalized each and every property of Buganda kingdom, which really belonged here. Mainly those expensive cars.
Mm.
So when Mutesa II bought these expensive cars, Obote was like, this man is just misusing the funds of the country.
Mm.
Maybe he doesn't have any future for our country.
Mm.
So the moment he conquered this place, he buried many of them
Oh.
and also vandalized many.
Oh, so his cars became a symbol for the people.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the king taking advantage.
Yes.
And so he Did the people like the fact that he did this to the cars because it made them think, yeah, he's our savior, he's helping us against the king?
Actually, the people never liked it.
No?
The people of Buganda never liked it.
That's why a lot of blood was shed here.
Yes.
People
That's
are
the main
trying to
reason as
fight
to
back.
why.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's the main reason as to why by now the king is not allowed to sleep in this place.
Ah,
Because there was massacre, bloodshed in this place.
yes.
Yeah. So people lost their lives. Those who never wanted to work with Idi Amin, they were slaughtered, they were killed, they were shot.
Yes.
So we see that after conquering this place, Obote now became the president. He made this place to be the military barracks. It's the main reason that's why you are seeing that gun there.
Yes.
This place, it was once a military barracks.
Okay.
And these were the military barracks quarters.
Okay.
These houses we're seeing around.
I see.
These were constructed by Amin.
Obote and Amin. So we see that after a short time, we see that Obote was called for a Commonwealth meeting in Singapore. So he had to leave all the authority and the powers that he had in the hands of Idi Amin. So they also made an agreement. I'm going, my friend, but again, if at all I come back, you give me back my powers. He was like, my friend, you trust me. I can't do that. I'll
Yeah.
give you back your powers.
Yes, yes.
Surprisingly, Obote, after reaching to Singapore, he had to make an alarm or a call to his friend. You know, my friend, I've reached safely in
Yeah.
Singapore. There's no need of worrying about me.
Yes.
So Amin was like, oh, that's really good.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm announcing myself as the president of Uganda. You are no longer the president of Uganda. And if at all you still need to be alive on earth, it's better for you to stay in England.
Wow.
Never dare to come back in Uganda.
Wow.
He actually declared himself the life president,
The life
of
president.
Uganda.
The life president.
No hope of having another president.
Yes.
Ah.
That is Idi Amin Dada.
Well, then he had to leave also.
He had, Idi Amin, 1971, he had to be the president of the Republic of Uganda.
1971.
So the moment he became the president, he had to call those Israelites, the Israel, to construct for him and armor that side down. Because they are the people only having that architecture of constructing something great and strong by then. So he had to make a deal with them, and he promised to pay them after the construction.
Okay.
So after the construction of the armory, as we are going to see that side,
Okay, great.
the one who was in charge of the construction, the engineer, after the completion of the construction, he had to come to Amin pleading for the payment. Amin was like, it's me who brought you the deal, which meant it's me who's supposed to bring you the payment, not you guys. So get out of my country. He expelled them out of the country,
Ah.
even without a coin.
I think he did cover the cars.
Yeah.
One of the
Cover the cars?
vehicles.
So this was a Daimler.
Yes.
This was a Daimler car.
And now it's
Since many of them were being vandalized, I'll talk about three cars. The Daimler, the Cadillac. This is the car part for the Cadillac.
okay.
Now, then for the Rolls Royce,
Come this side.
Yeah. 1 second. I'll come right.
We managed only to stay with these ones. Yeah.
Oh, so these are the Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, as you can see.
I
This
see.
the Rolls Royce.
Wow.
So they were being vandalized by Obote's men
Abote's men to.
after the conquer of this place.
Where did the others you talked about? You talked of them getting buried.
Yeah, where were they?
Where did they bury?
Like these ones, this car was not left up. So we tried to scoop them from soil.
I see.
These cars.
Wow.
Okay.
Is this the original painting?
Of course. It is the original.
So where did the king's cars got taken?
Many of them were being stolen away or sold out by these great, these wise military men.
Yes.
So like for that, the last car that the king bought for the wife, that was a Bentley.
Okay.
Right now it is supposed to be in South Africa.
Huh.
They sold it already.
Is it still operating?
It is still operating, but they are going to bring it back in time.
We have another one at the Ugandan Museum.
Oh yeah.
Is it still there?
Uganda Museum, they brought it here.
Oh. And they are going
It
to
is-
renovate it?
They're going to renovate it
Yeah.
by that company, mainly in England. It's going to come and renovate it very well.
The
Okay.
king will be using
And the
it.
king will be using it well.
I see.
So we also managed to purchase more too.
Wow.
So
as-
where?
as the king
So
will.
where is the king right now?
The king right now is in the palace. He's in another palace in Chira.
He's in another palace in
Yes,
Kinshasa.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Might go and interview him for this vlog. Do you want to come on Unplanned with Phil Bland?
So the people that we're seeing around, these people are just royal guards families.
Okay.
The royal guards, that's the Kabaka protection unit, the king protecting unit.
Yes.
Mainly, they have to ensure that all the properties for the king are safe.
Okay.
and they're being protected in a cultural way.
Okay.
All the
We
men
call them Abamboa
good
in
Abambo.
Uganda.
Yes.
The protectors.
The
This
real guards are called Abamboa.
Abamboa.
Abambawa.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are some of the trees, the fruits that we have in Uganda. This is avocado.
Oh yes.
You know avocado?
I love avocado.
Really?
Too much.
That's how it grows. The seeds as you see up, that's the avocado you eat.
Yes.
Part of the jackfruit.
Yeah. Oh, I love the jackfruit.
Do you know where it originated from?
Where what?
Where it originated from?
No.
From Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's an explorer called Jack.
Okay.
Jack brought it here. That's why we call it jackfruit.
All right.
Yeah, that's the jackfruit.
I want a fruit named after me, the Philip fruit.
You want to call it a bit?
Yeah, yeah.
They come with the fruit itself or the seeds?
They had to come with the seeds. Because before they had no seeds. Jackfruit seeds.
How old are they?
Let me see, from the reign of Idi Amin, that is 1971 up to
Around
date.
60, 40?
79. Yeah. So they're looking old. We mainly, it's not because we don't have money to renovate,
Okay.
but we mainly wanted to preserve
The way that they were.
wood
Ah.
and the effects of war. You
Yes.
can see the bricks.
So this is some of the effects of war.
Even that side. Have you seen that side?
Yeah.
Has a strong foundation.
Have you seen that side also?
Yes.
How they look?
Yes. So people were trying to damage these buildings. Wow. Okay. Down here. Have you done this tour, Lawrence? Have you done this tour before?
No, it's my first time.
This is your first time too?
Yes.
Great, I'm
I
glad.
think I'll just come back and make a video about it because this video is about my brother Phil.
I'm glad you're getting to experience this one.
Yes, yes.
You know Matoki?
Oh yes.
That's the Matoki.
That's Matoki. Oh, the Matoki plant.
Yeah, plantain. And this is the Kabaka Njagala tree. We talked about the Kabaka Njagala tree, which means the king loves me.
Oh,
That's the tree.
Kabaka, Kabalaka,
You know cassava?
Kabaka.
Kabaka.
Kabaka is the king.
Ah, Kabaka.
Yeah.
Got it.
So,
Oh,
Kabaka, that's the title for
that
a
means king.
living king.
Oh, okay.
So when the king disappears, we call him Sekabaka.
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 Ah, okay.
Where
Can you imagine
I will
I'm-
never say the late Kabaka,
Ah.
but I will instead I say
The
Sekabaka.
missing king.
Can you imagine I'm a Muganda, but I didn't know that. And, excuse me, is that the tree where we make backcloth from?
Yeah, I'll explain that in the other house.
Okay.
where
Okay,
we make
great.
it
But
from.
he needs to see the tree.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the
it's
same trees are there.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I'm an artist.
Ah.
I mainly paint on the backcloth.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
you'll be seeing them.
So
Yes.
all these are your
This is-
paintings.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we have 3 artists here.
Oh, cool.
At the same time, guides.
Ah,
So we normally pay a big tax towards the development of our kingdom.
yes.
That's why we sell it to our tourists.
Wow.
It's the original fabric.
Oh, great.
So, but we shall go there after the torture chamber.
Okay. What are they growing? You're going to tell us that after as well?
Where is what?
What are they growing here?
So what we are trying to do, long ago there is, in Buganda, as you know, we normally have different types of banana.
Ah, yes.
So we are trying to make a garden mainly specifically for different types of banana
Ah, yes.
being labeled.
There's 3 different types of banana here.
Yeah, there are many nachitembe, gonja, bogoya,
What's your
ndizi,
name?
such words,
Oh.
such names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in traditional in Buganda.
Okay.
So we are going to try, as you can see that side,
Yes.
we are going to make it that route to be true tradition and culture.
That's amazing.
Because we're going to also construct a hut down there.
The banana garden.
In the banana garden plus a hut, an old version hut.
Ah,
Yes.
great.
The way how they used to live in our ancestors. We make a small village, a traditional village, for long ago on the same way.
Cool.
So to be looking amazing.
Well, next time I come to visit the palace, I'll see all of the bananas growing.
Yeah.
So still about the fence, the wall of the kingdom,
So this gate here.
Why isn't it getting renovated?
The what?
The fence, why isn't it getting renovated?
It's not getting renovated because the materials that they used to make this gate, but now they're duplicated. So they won't last the way how they lasted.
Ah.
Even the how they constructed it is too logic.
You mean because there's holes?
There are no holes. They just
The bricks.
There are bricks. The bricks are. They don't have
too
this.
hard
And the style
compared.
of construction.
Yes, it is too unique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So are you seeing that gate there underway?
Yes.
This is where the king jumped off
He ran out of that.
as a way of escaping the coup.
Oh.
That really happened here. So it's where he jumped over. The fence.
By then there was no that gate.
It wasn't there.
He just jumped
Just
over.
a symbol to show that he jumped from here. That's why he placed it
Wow.
on that side.
Must have been a traumatic moment.
Of
Yes.
course. We see
And what
that-
did he have to run?
We see that he was not only. There are some people who really hoped him to jump off the fence.
Okay.
As you know, royal people.
Yeah, the
They're,
Vamboa.
they're never masculine. These ones, the kings, that's never masculine. But the royal guards, they're ever masculine. That's why they had to face the fence like this, to make their hands like this. So the king had to step in there.
Oh, so they can't face the king?
Yes. I had to step here.
Ah.
The fence.
Wow.
So suddenly, landing down,
That's
the
respect.
king had to get a back. He had an injury in the back. He landed badly.
Yes.
His back.
Yeah,
Oh.
badly. And you see that he was lucky enough that he found himself in England, where the queen finally gave him a house,
Oh yeah.
which is now called the Mutesa House.
Mutesa House.
Yes.
In
where-
England.
Yeah, where he finally died in 1969.
Right.
He was assassinated. He was poisoned
Oh, by somebody from here.
by an agent of Obote from Uganda.
When Obote came back in power, yeah, Obote was dethroned by Amin, but he again came back in power.
He came back.
Yeah.
As Obote too.
Aboti, the sequel.
Wow.
Was that-
I didn't know about that he was assassinated.
He was assassinated. Just in a whisk. He was poisoned. In a whisk. You know, he loved much taking whisk.
Yeah.
So on his birthday that night, he had to be poisoned.
Oh.
The whisk. He was found dead in the morning.
Okay. So obviously it was with somebody who he trusted, because
yeah, of course.
because they gave him whiskey. to drink.
Because we see that they hired, anyway, not hiring, but we see that they captured the family, one of the his subordinates, whom he left in the palace.
Yes.
So they just scrapped off the family from that, from the lady,
Yes.
forcefully making her to go and kill the king.
Oh wow.
So they told her, if at all you don't do this, we are going to kill your family.
Yes.
So she had to do it.
So they used the family as bait.
Yes.
Wow.
So right now we are heading to the chambers of Idi Amin Data.
Okay.
Feel scared.
Yeah, me too, me too, me too. What have you got planned for us in this chamber? So this is the torture chamber.
Actually, my grandmother used to love the king so much. She used to love the king so much, and she used to tell me stories about how the king, about the war in the palace.
Yes.
And me coming to this chamber, I feel a little bit scared. The stories she used to tell me, because I sometimes use even to tear. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about it.
So at
Yes.
the moment I'm a bit scared.
Because these are the
But to me, I'm just used. I'm used.
Yeah.
Used to it. So right now we are heading to the chambers
Okay.
of Idi Amin Dada. The
Oh.
ones that were constructed from the early 1971
Uh-huh.
to 1972, just 1 year. We see that the people who really constructed this place were the Israelites, since they were the great architects by then. There were no people who were having that knowledge of constructing great buildings and
Yes.
great walls the way how you see them.
Yes.
These walls, they were never renovated, but they're looking original, and they're still original the way
Yes.
how they were.
These ones.
Yes.
Ah.
You can feel free and touch it. You feel it. You can even feel the hardness of it.
Yes. Yes. Solid.
It's too solid. So this place,
And is there can I ask, is there a reason why they made it slope down?
Yes, to be like to make it to be like it's like underground.
Okay.
underground.
And why did they want it underground? So it was hidden?
Yeah, he wanted to make a place like to hide it
Yes.
from other people.
Yes.
So you see that the way how he was capturing these people, it was too, it was too tricky. So whenever you're being captured, you are being blindfolded,
Okay.
being put in the lorry,
Yes.
being driven in the city, Kampala city, for some good hours, making you think that you are being taken very far.
Very far.
But
yes.
again, you are still in the city. So
Mm.
finally being brought here, since you were being blindfolded, you never had no idea of where you were. So whenever you were being made to enter this place, you had no chances of staying alive.
Yes.
Only your dead body was being brought out.
Wow. Yeah.
No one survived here.
So this is the road of no return.
Yeah. The road of no return. Okay.
Oh, I'm nervous.
So inside there are 5 chambers. So each cell or each chamber, after this place was being turned to be a chamber, they had to lock in 120 prisoners in each cell. So you see that whenever you're being locked inside, you had no way of surviving. Why? You were never fed with food, never given water, and even the suffocation, according to the size of the room, as you can see. 120
In this small room.
in that small room. They never allowed anyone to sit down since they were packed into each other. You had no way of sitting down or sleeping. So at the entrance of each chamber, there existed 2 metallic doors. The sliding door outside, the sliding doors here. As you can see, there was also another metallic door inside. So which really showed that whenever you being put inside, you had no guides of getting out. Where we are standing now, there is a black watermark on the walls. I don't know where to see. Which really shows that there was water to that level.
Here?
Yes. So whenever we are being put inside, sometimes they used to unlock these doors. After unlocking these doors, they used to insert an electric cable in this water.
Oh.
So whenever you were inside and you were feeling thirsty, but you need to take the water down, you had to jump in water. But the moment you had to jump in the water,
You die.
you had to die by the electric shock
Wow.
due to the insertion of the electric cable in the water. So the way how people were killed, that and also shooting them. It was like how can I say, the intelligence room, like a torture room. Whenever you fail to hear out the information that they want from you,
Yes.
you have to die.
Okay.
You have to beg for yourself any way of dying. Either to behead you, to shoot you, or to die due to suffocation or in electricity.
So they used to die before other people in the cells.
Of course.
How did they take...
Whenever Amin saw that there were many people inside and he had no space, do you know what he did? He had to unlock all of them. And he had to make them forcefully stand in this water before being electrified. The soldier could stand there, then shoot them. For him, it was like
A game
it was his leisure activity that he loved much.
to kill people in here. How many people you think were killed in here?
Here, it is between 120,000 people.
120,000.
I heard someone talking about around 200,000 people.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
Yes, 120. Because this place was used by 2 people.
And so...
This is Amin and Oboti.
So Amin did 120,000, something
Yes.
like that?
120.
And then Aboti,
Then,
maybe Aboti 80.
The second reign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did that in his second reign. Because were these here in Aboti's first reign? No. Was this here in Aboti's...
No, in the second reign.
Second.
Yeah.
Somebody who constructed it.
He constructed it. Yeah.
After betraying his friend Obote,
Yes.
that's when he had to construct this place. After him receiving the gifts
Yes.
from Lydia,
Yes. So
for his friends,
you said, so there's 6 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
there are 5.
And then you said 100 and... Oh, sorry.
It acted as a mortuary, where they used to pile only dead bodies.
Right.
The last room. So whenever this food would get filled up, a lorry will reverse to this point, then they load on the dead bodies on the lorry, then they had to take them out to drop them in the lakes and rivers, and also
Crocodiles to eat.
of course. That's why even they were constructed raised above where we were standing, for the easy loading and offloading of the weapons and fast, because those guys are heavy.
Oh my God.
At the same time, this acted as an armory.
At first, it was the main reason as to why it is existing.
So the walls are bulletproofed.
Not bulletproofed, but they are hard.
Yes.
I can't say that. They are too hard. Even though you shoot.
I have a question. You know when they had the water here,
Yes.
and then they had to get the water out, or did they always have the water inside, but they just took the electricity out when they needed to take the
The
bodies?
water had to be here forever.
Okay, so always water
And
here.
the water was stagnant.
Yes, disgusting.
I can say.
Yes.
Whenever the water is stagnant, you actually expect many things. When someone is being shot in this water and that blood splashes into the water has to smell, to have that odor, the big odor,
Yes.
bad odor, or the smell in it. Okay? And also some diseases could develop in it, in the water. So they had no way of taking out with this water.
Okay.
So they thought maybe if at all they make a hole in it for the water, for the outlet of water,
Yes.
maybe a prisoner or someone could come in as a way of rescuing the people.
Oh, so there was no drainage because
Yes.
there was no. They didn't want any way out.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So then, when if they wanted to collect the bodies from here,
Yes.
then they would take the electricity from the water,
course, they
and
had
then
to take-
and then somebody had to come in through the disgusting water.
Not discussing, they could bring in a lorry.
Okay.
A lorry could come reverse to this point.
Yes, got it.
Just load the bodies, then take out the bodies out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just there's 5 of these, and you said how many people? But then 4 were the
120
120
each.
So then that's but there's and where did they fill that one up just with dead bodies?
Only dead bodies. That's why it was just reserved to be a mortuary.
So then it's 4 times 120, so that's maybe 500.
Yes.
So they must have, and then 500. So 500 when they're full,
Yes.
and then 120,000.
They would bring another people.
So then what's that? They must have refilled these 240 times.
Yes. It's like I'm sorry for that. Anyway, I was meaning that they could kill like 120 in 1 month,
Yes,
which means there were many people who lost their lives here.
yes,
Because the way how they used to capture them, and those people who were being captured, those were the political leaders, and the chiefs, who really never respected Idi Amin Dada, and also the professors, the doctors, who really gave medical reports according to the life of Idi Amin. You know, Amin was a womanizer. I can say that's the main reason as to why he died of syphilis.
yes,
So at first, when he went in the hospital, the doctors could give him a medical report. You know what? Our president was sick of this and this.
yes.
Amin could say, I'm the earthly God. I can't get sick of this. Can I get sick? So he could bring such doctors to this place, and
Yeah.
they have to be killed in that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like the doctor from Scotland.
No, not doctors from Scotland.
Wait, because what is the Last King of Scotland movie about? That's about the doctor that comes to Uganda, becomes friends with Idi Amin, right?
Of
That
course.
comes
So there's a
Conqueror.
place also here. For now, it's just a drainage feature.
Yes.
But when Obote took him back after the war, after defeating Idi Amin Dada, so Obote came to this place and observed that this place was really too small according to the prisoners of war he had captured during the course of the war.
Yes.
So he brought his army men, decided to scoop soil here so that they can construct another torture chamber here.
Yes.
But it never happened because they lacked the architectural knowledge, the way how the Israelites did. That's why it's like this. But the main aim was to be another torture chamber that side.
Right. But there's not another.
It's a failed project.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They started it, but they couldn't finish it. So there wasn't enough space to kill enough people.
Yeah.
So they needed to crazy. It's scary what some people will do to try to keep power.
Wow. So right now we are going to a place called a backcloth center, where we make a cloth, or the first fabric that the people of Uganda introduced long ago, before the Arabs came in for trade, I can say. So also our ancestors were too wise. For someone to just scrap off the cover of a tree, and he makes a cloth out of that cover, it's really amazing.
Yes.
So that we don't move, our ancestors never moved naked,
Yes.
so that they can cover their private parts,
Yes.
so that they can use it to inherit different kings. It's really amazing. And I'll be showing you guys on how they used to make it, and also the art pieces that we make out of it.
Great.
If at all, when you look at it, you may think it's, how can I say, you may think it's what's this expensive fabric called? Is it what? The brownish one?
Oh, it's brown and suede?
Yeah, like suede.
Yeah, suede.
So it looks to be like suede, but a real fabric from a tree.
Yes.
Yeah. When you guys need those art pieces, I can ship them for you.
Yeah, I'll put a link to whatever, however you sell them.
Yeah,
We'll put a
social
link
media
down there.
where people can reach out to you in case they want to purchase.
My contact, oh yeah, even social media, I have it.
Yeah.
You tell them your social handles,
Yeah.
your Facebook, Instagram.
On Facebook, I use Bugembe, Wiser, Michael. Then on email, I use Bugembe1994
Okay.
at gmail.com. On Twitter, I use Michael at,
All right.
yeah.
I will put the links down in the bottom.
And also my contact,
Yes.
0753691788.
And that's plus 256 at
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
256.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if you like some of these designs and paintings.
And Philip, I would like you to take one
Oh no.
at a reduced price.
No. Well, I haven't even seen them yet.
You got another. You'll see them.
Check them out.
Wow.
So this is the African fig tree,
Okay.
where I make the backcloth from.
Okay. So this is
As
what.
you can see this, they just cut off the cover of it.
Yes.
So this cut part was sink here. So we normally peel it off
Yes.
and we cover it so that we can get rid of the sap
Yes.
in it
Okay.
for some 3 days. Then after we get a wooden mallet, we start pounding it, as I'm going to be showing that side.
Okay.
So the more you pound it slowly, the more it expands. When
Okay.
you pound slowly, it expands. When you pound hard, it gets destroyed. It gets damaged. So
Yes.
you're going to see that side.
All right. African fig tree. It has to be the fig tree.
Yeah, the African fig tree. It has to be a fig tree. Wow.
These are very good.
Amazing.
You guys did all of these.
Of
How,
course. We have 3 artists here.
3 artists.
Abundaola, it's me, then Impanga.
These are actually incredible. Wow. Do you make all of the bark as well?
Yeah, at the back.
And why are they different colors?
It's a good question, an observation. You know, at the back, using that the tree, the African fig tree,
Yeah.
the first cover of a tree, the growth that you get, it
Yes.
doesn't look like the second cover.
Okay.
It depends on the times,
Of year
not years,
or the weather?
the times when you scrap off from the tree.
Okay.
So at the first layer, it looks differently. The second layer looks
I
differently.
see.
The third layer looks differently. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
there are the different colors.
I see.
Yeah.
Which substances do you use for painting?
For painting, it depends. Like this is like a motif. I can say it's like a motif. Trying to make this like to be leaves. These are leaves.
Oh, so you add some fabrics
Yeah,
as well.
fabrics as well. We added some fabrics.
I mean the substances you use for
Yes.
painting. Is
Ah.
it the modern paint or the traditional paints?
like
Sap from the trees.
like this one here. This is my masterpiece. My last one. There have been many, but it's my last one here. So this is, I get sap, then mix it with some seeds. How are they called in Uganda? I get it them from Madida. But some seeds I use.
Ah.
I'm forgetting botanical name for it. But and also some I bring charcoal. Then I add some little paraffin in it. Then I add to do this.
Yes.
Like here, I think it.
We should make an NFT.
Yes.
So at the end I come up with such
Actually,
amazing pieces here.
NFTs are selling huge
Oh.
on the internet.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it. Yeah, you should sell. You could sell these to anybody as NFTs.
Yes.
Philip, you should take one.
I'm not buying one today.
You buy one, the small ones are there.
No, I'm okay. But thank
It's
you.
very simple.
No, but
Courage.
I appreciate the effort that you're putting, the perseverance. But not today.
So this is the wooden mallet.
Okay.
That is being used. So it's like this is the cover. Let us just imagine. Sorry. Okay. It's like a cover of a tree. When we get it from the other tree. So what you do, you have to get. These wooden mallets are different. They have different sizes. The stretch marks.
Yes.
These ones. They have different stretch marks. The sizes.
Oh, I see. I see.
They
Yeah.
are thickness. I see.
Yes.
So
Different
you have
widths.
to start up with these small ones
Okay.
so that you don't break it.
Oh, yes.
You have to pound it slowly then like this. As a way of stretching slowly.
Okay.
So when it stretches, you have to add to
Okay.
adjust.
Okay.
You use this for your second time
Yes.
when you have already made like something like this. So
Yes.
for it to stretch, so that you can come up with something big,
Yes.
you do it also slowly.
Okay.
When you see that it's stretching enough, that's when you bring this. Do like this.
Right.
And do the last result like this.
So where?
This will be forcing it to
Yeah.
stretch a lot
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where? See all of these paintings that you've been making. Where do you produce them?
Just I sit on that table,
Yeah.
you see there, and I make them. Yeah.
This is the factory.
This is the factory.
Workhouse.
This is the factory, I can say.
Which kind of tree is this? Do they have to use a specific type of tree?
Yeah, I don't know how it is called in English. But this is called Omsambia in Uganda. In our language, it's called Omsambia. So that is a board game. You know board game?
Yes. But I don't know this one.
Yeah, sometimes it's called Makara.
Do you play it here?
Makara.
Yeah, it's our traditional
Yeah.
board game.
It is our traditional game.
That's cool.
So each side and each side they are supposed to be 32 seeds.
Yeah.
This side 32.
Yep.
This side 32.
Okay.
So while playing it, you have to make sure that in each wall there are two. Although many of them are just vacant because there's someone who has just recently bought one like this one.
Oh, the big one, yeah.
Trying to sell off the seeds.
Okay.
So they're going to bring other seeds.
Yes.
So you try to pick like this, you put like this. Where
Okay.
you end, you can also get like this.
Okay.
You start. When you stop like here, when there's still also two, you also play like this.
Oh.
Like this. Like this. Why you play it like this?
Ah.
And then you stop playing.
Okay.
Another part of it.
And then you play against somebody else. What is this? Is this the? Can I see this one?
This is a board game also.
Okay. So this is how they. You can get a portable one.
Yeah.
Do they have small ones?
Yeah, the small ones and the
Ah,
large ones.
okay. That's cool.
So now let's proceed to the other side.
Nice. This is amazing. I love your masterpiece.
Yeah, it's really good.
How are the prices?
The prices, like the other one, Philip, if I told you like that art piece, my masterpiece, I'm just giving it to you. Like, I'm telling you. Like,
If someone was to want to buy the masterpiece, how much would it?
He or she has to come with $100.
$100.
Yes.
Yeah.
$100.
But you should also think about what he has told you.
Okay.
NFTs. You can make research about them.
NFTs. Okay, I'll do research.
They are hot cake right now.
Oh.
You can convert these pieces into NFTs.
You can take a picture of it, you put it on the blockchain,
Yeah.
and then you can sell your original art
Yes.
as a piece of digital art.
Oh.
And there is only one of it that will ever exist for that one piece of art. So each one of these, you take one picture, you put it on the blockchain, and you sell it as a piece of art, digital art, and you tell the whole story of where you created it, next to the torture chamber. You do all of this stuff, you create it and you put it there, and then you can promote it online, and you can sell this, and then you can also sell the original as well as the digital piece.
Okay.
And many people are making a lot of money from their
in
art.
the description, you also talk of how it benefits the community.
Yes.
The people who create it, the people you work with. Yeah.
Of course. So now this boat here,
Yes.
it has good. You know, for us in Uganda, before the introduction of the beers, there is a way how we used to preserve our local brews. We have our local brews. We have Tonto, we have Mangebigere, you know, we have Kwete. But all of that is being got from bananas.
Mm.
So there is a type of banana called Amabide, and also Musa, those two. For Mabide, in Mabide we can create a special juice out of it. We squeeze it with the help of the hands with that spear grass.
Mm.
See, yeah, with the spear grass called senke. So you have to, you know, be like you knead it, then you have to squeeze it. That juice, there's no need of adding sugar in it. It's already having that sugar quantity in it.
Okay.
It's really sweet.
Okay.
From that type of juice, we do have our local brews. There's a type of local brew that we keep, we use, remove these shoes.
Yeah, and the socks.
Stockings.
Yeah.
So we have to.
They do that
They
with what?
disinfect their feet. Or they just.
You know those bananas. When they add millet and bananas, they can really just
Clean their feet with the.
Of course.
They kill the germs.
Of course.
It's like in France.
That's why after making that substance,
Yes.
we have to cover it for some good time
Okay.
for the millet to grow.
Yes.
The more it grows, the more it stays in the bananas, the more it kills the germs that will be inside the bananas.
You know, I was going to say in France they do the similar thing with the feet, with grapes,
With grapes.
Making wine.
to make wine.
Wine. Okay.
So it's a traditional.
Is this cow dung?
Yeah, this
Why is it smeared with cow dung?
It is smeared with cow dung mainly during the times of when it is like too hot. Cow dung can regulate the temperature inside.
Oh, Mama, that's why cow dung is used in constructing
In the
traditional
houses.
houses.
Yes.
For regulating
It's a
the
regulator.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ah.
It's a mixture cow dung.
Yes.
They mix it
With the.
soil for constructing traditional houses.
Oh, right.
That's why I was talking about the ACs. Long ago, that's what the way how they used to regulate the temperature inside the house. With the use of the cow dung and also the flow down, cow dung. Whenever you used to stay inside, whenever it is hot inside, it has to be at moderate temperature, not too hot.
Yes.
To regulate.
So when was the last time the king came here?
1 week back.
1 week ago.
He normally comes here.
Yeah.
For official duties.
Official duties.
Did you see our queen has COVID?
The Queen has.
The queen has.
Of England?
Yeah. she has COVID.
The Queen of England?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's. They said that she has mild symptoms, and that she's still working, and she's just. It feels like a little bit of a cold.
Is it the Omicron variant?
Yes, but
That
she's
one is not so.
and she's double vaccinated.
Omicron virus.
But yeah, she's.
Omicron is not all that.
Yeah,
Not
it's
that.
mild.
Yeah.
But she's 95.
95.
Yeah.
How did she get the COVID? Because she has to be more protected.
Because Prince Charles caught it.
Oh, the sun.
He saw her.
Oh.
But they've been protecting her the whole time. They had something called HMS Bubble, and like she was in a little bubble of very few people who would see her during all of the things. But now she's been doing more engagements as we come out of lockdown. So yeah, she caught it. But hopefully she's okay. She's lived through worse. The war.
Actually, she has been in Uganda, I think, 2 times, 3. The Queen of England.
3 times.
2 times.
Was it Winston Churchill that said the peril of Africa, or was it the Queen?
Winston Churchill.
Ah.
Churchill.
And the last time the Queen came in Uganda, I was in P5.
Oh yeah.
Primary 5.
But there are many things from home. You know, obviously it was a British protectorate. So when I come here, the plug sockets,
Yeah,
they're the same as the UK.
Yes.
Or people drive on the left,
Yes.
same as the UK.
Yes.
So feels like home.
Yeah. Even the
Even for now, you can also be called the prince. You are in the palace.
Actually, I'm just moving in. Thanks for showing me my new home.
So Phil, after here, I'm going to take you to a lake down there.
Great.
It was dug by humans.
Oh.
The Kabaka ordered them.
Mainly those
Yeah.
who were betraying orders.
Oh,
It was like a punishment.
Punishment.
right. Okay. They had to
So
dig
that
the
had
lake.
to-
A huge
Soil.
lake there.
Using your hands.
Ooh.
Then you have to lift that soil out. Using the basket, then you have to put it on the head.
Oh,
That's why around it there are some hills. The hills that you see around the lake.
yes.
Island.
That's the soil, the islands.
Okay, I see.
That's the soil that they use.
Okay,
You
great.
mean it was dug by fingers? Yes. No hose. Oh my God. And it's a huge one.
But they had baskets. They didn't just need to carry the soil with their hands.
Maybe because it's a valley, the soils were softer.
Yeah, of course there was a swamp. So they had to start the same, using these. Since it was a punishment, they had to use it. Some
But
died.
did they die? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
So
I think, Philip, we should go and
We should
it
go.
shows you the kings of Buganda.
Yes.
You're going inside.
From the first one.
okay. We'll go this way.
Wow, that was an amazing experience.
That was incredible. Thank you so
Never
much.
been here.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm in Uganda, but
Well, that's many people when they come to Scotland. That's when I tour Scotland. I've lived in Scotland my whole life, and there are many things I haven't done. So we're going to go and see the gallery with all the kings.
So this is the map of Uganda.
Okay.
This map also indicates the kings that so far we have had, starting from the 31st king. That is Mutesa the
Let's
first.
see. I went to Kalangala Island in one of my other videos. Check it out.
So now is our current king. The one
Okay.
who is ever young, never to be old.
He's never to be.
Yeah. So you never ask me how old is my king, but instead you just say, how young is your king?
How young is your king? Ah, I see.
So right here, there is a letter that I talked about that Mutesa the first wrote to the Queen of England.
Yes.
This is the Uganda version later.
it's the original copy.
Yes, the Uganda version later. So this is the Uganda version later.
And he
This
wrote.
is the one who wrote.
And he wrote that letter to the Queen of England.
Yes.
And she sent.
Yes, of course.
Queen Victoria sent them.
Yes.
Published in the Daily Telegram in 1875.
So
They
this
wanted-
was the lineage, the way how I say it. Mutesa the first, King Daniel Mwanga Basamulekere, then after Mwanga, Sekabaka Daudi Chwa, the one who became a king when he was just young.
He was very young.
Of course.
And then how long did he stay on the throne?
On the throne? Or
Yeah,
was it?
this one?
There were 23 years.
23 years.
Yes. So then Sekabaka George William Frederick Luangula II, the one who attained the chance of becoming a president and at the same time a king.
Oh, he had the cars.
Yeah, the one who brought the cars.
Oh, yes. I see. He enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, this is how the other house used to look like.
Okay.
And the other side where we started from, the Royal Mile, how it used to look like.
Oh, so this is how it used to look?
Yeah.
Okay, so they rebuilt it?
Yeah, of course. Just renovating.
Renovated?
They renovated it.
Okay. And then this
So this is how the Royal Mile used to look like.
Okay, wow.
The road that I showed you when you
This,
just
yeah,
up
this is
that
the one
side.
that looks like Stormont.
The road that is comprised of 2 roundabouts.
And is the roundabout here?
Of course, just in the mid here.
Yes. I see.
The mid, and these are the trees that really symbolize the clans that we have in Buganda right now. But for now, since we are just in the modern world, we are trying to replace the sculptures
Yes.
in the places of these trees.
Yes.
I think you came and you saw some sculptures, different animals.
Just going to take it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
go there, we'll go there.
That's really
We
good.
use the Katwe side.
Oh.
And these two people?
Yeah, this was Mutesa II, and this was the king. This was the Lady Dama Chisonkole, the official wife to King Mutesa II.
Okay. And did these kings have many wives?
Of course, like Mutesa II used to have, he had 36 kings, 36 wives.
36
Wives.
Mute.
Tebamubalira bakazi. Naye alinga omusajja. Amusajja omukazi omusajja.
Ate nga Muganda, Omuganda tomubalira.
Oh, so the Queen Mother came here also.
You should tell him that you don't count wives.
And in Uganda,
Uh-huh.
it's highly prohibited for a layman like me, who is not a royal from the royal family, to say, my king has 36
Okay,
wives,
understand.
because the king is not limited.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So he can have as many as he wants.
He's the leader of all men and women
Ah,
in
yes.
Uganda. Whenever he appreciates someone, he has to take.
Right, I see, I
If it's
see.
your wife,
Even if it's your wife, you have to just give in.
So this Mutesa enjoyed himself.
Yeah, he's with the Guard of Honor in 1995.
I see. And these ones?
Sairo Mutesa two ladies Sarah Chasongola, Prince Ronald Mwenda Mutebi at Nago Palace in the early 90s, in the early 60s. So this white lady that we're seeing here,
Yes.
she really did a great job of teaching our king, our current king now.
Oh.
That accent and also the English.
I see.
Yeah.
Does he have a good British accent?
Of course. This was a coronation of the king. Official coronation of the king.
Okay.
Yeah, our current king.
And that is leopard?
So this picture here, this is Idi Amin Dada, saluting to the body of Mutesa II,
I see.
the one who was assassinated in England.
Yes.
Yeah. So he had to bring back the body of Mutesa II, showing that Buganda people, and your last king is dead.
Right, okay, I see.
So now I'm the.
And even though he was probably the one that was got him assassinated, he was looking after his funeral.
Of course, you had to respect.
Right.
but I have theories that he brought back the body of the king to gain popularity from the Baganda.
Of course, because the Bagandas are the majority people there.
Ah.
So Idi Amin Dada adding a musical instrument to our current king after the burial.
So
But Idi Amin Dada brought back our current king on conditions.
yes.
You're going to bury your father, then after the burial, you have to go back to England.
Right.
Yeah, that was the royal wedding that happened on 27th August 1999.
So did he have to go back to England?
And of course, he had to go back.
But then he came back here when
President Museveni.
Museveni
Because President Museveni is the one who restored back our kingdom.
I see.
Yeah.
And okay. Now, but the king today, Is it hereditary?
Of course.
Yeah. So he was the son of
the first president of Uganda.
Yeah.
Mutesa II. Okay, got it.
This is the wife.
Of course, that's the queen. No one is crowned in this place.
Uh-huh.
Only her.
Yes. And this one?
That's the royal family.
That's the royal.
The princess and a prince, Nkinzi, Sangaria Mbogo, Nasolo, and Junju.
Ah.
Yeah, so he's the last born. Semakokiro.
Okay.
Richard Semakokiro.
So
No, I can't say he's the last born. I don't know what will happen in the future.
who?
But now that's what we know.
And is it the firstborn that becomes the king?
No. But now it can be. But long ago, they prohibited it from being killed because the firstborns used to. Some tried to kill their fathers before.
I see.
Due
So
to the get quick rich mentalities, I think.
yes. So what it?
That's why the first sons they were just given awarded duties of taking care of the young ones.
Okay. And then which one becomes king?
The second or the third one, whenever someone is being born with two umbilical cords, that is a clear symbol.
Oh.
Clear symbol of being the next king.
I see.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
at the moment, among the king's children, who was born with two umbilical cords?
Semakokiro.
So he will be king. It's like Simba.
So the two umbilical cords it happens only in the royal lineage, of course.
Thank you so much for the tour. It's been great.
Before you close, have you seen the ceiling, the backcloth ceiling?
Oh yes. Wow. They have bark cloth all over the ceiling. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we went to the palace. It was an incredible tour. We went to see around the palace. We saw the torture chambers that Idi Amin used and Obote. We saw how they make bark cloth.
Yes.
And they do paintings on the bark cloth.
Yes.
And so I'm going to put some links into this video of the of how.
And we also saw the instruments they use for making local brew.
Yes.
The local brew, yeah.
Yes, and they take their shoes off and they walk on the
guns Idi Amin and Obote used
Yes.
in the war which happened here inside the palace, and also one of Kabaka's vehicles, expensive vehicles.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching that video. It was an amazing tour of the palace and the torture chamber. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on my channel, like this video, and drop a comment in the comment section. So thanks again, and looking forward to the next video.